Claude Design is in the air, it's everywhere we look around. So let's have a look at what it is, how to use it, what use cases is it good for, is it even worth our time? Spoiler alert, maybe not so much. Let's jump in. Firstly, how to even get to Claude Design. So you need to have an Anthropic account, and it does need to be a paid account in order to use Claude Design. Then you go on the website, and on the left over here, you'll just have design. I've not been able to get to this on the Claude app. Let me know if you've been able to, but this is the website. Then we just click on it, and that's it, you're in. Now you'll have this sort of system here that is like all these projects that you've been working on and then files inside of them, which is kind of nice and also kind of messy. I haven't really decided yet, but on the left, you can create anything you want. So let's look at our first use case, which is to create a mobile app design. So we're going to click on prototype, and then in here, let's just give it a name. And then I can choose between wireframe and high fidelity. I'm going to go with high fidelity. Then that created a project, and inside of it, we're going to create our first design. So you get this chat that is like we're used to seeing from any other kind of AI tools that you're using. And then here on the left, you can describe what you want to create. So I'm going to ask it to create a native iOS app that's called Vibe Check Cafe, which basically you say what kind of vibe you're feeling, what mood you're feeling, and it gives you a coffee order to match. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so this is what it did. Okay, let's have a look at it before we dig into it. It's got, it's kind of put it inside of an iPhone because I asked for iOS, great. Fun fact, any iOS mockup that you'll ever see will have 941 on it because that is allegedly the time that they came up with the idea for the iPhone. So you'll notice that everywhere you go now. You're welcome. So it's got this title at the top, then we scroll down and it has how are you actually feeling or how are you actually. Let's say I choose dreamy. Okay, nice animation. Oh, I should have a rose cardamom cloud, you guys. Interesting. Okay, and it's giving me taste notes, pair it with some shortbread. I can add it to my order. I could try a different vibe. Fun. It did what I asked it to do. Is this an iOS native app? It is not. Firstly, why are things below the fold? That's silly, silly, silly. This should be probably one line. Also, what's happening here? And when I go in, there's a menu back here. Nice. But then try a different vibe goes back as well. No. And then also when I go add to my order, it adds it into this bookmark here. Bookmark is not a cart. Silly, silly Claude. But it's not bad. Yeah, it's a nice kind of starting point. Let's have a look at use case number 2, which is a desktop design. Desktop are always a bit more elaborate because there's more to do there. So let's have a look. So for desktop, I'm going to ask it to actually create a dashboard for us for the same brand where the management of the store can sit and manage, the orders, change the menu, all of these kinds of things. So let's see. Now, when I sent this one, it actually did something that I love that Claude does, which is ask clarifying questions. So let's see here. It's asking what kind of palette direction I want. Let's go burnt sienna. Interesting. Then what's the type of personality? Probably handwritten. Yeah. And then what moods do I want to capture? And I can always say decide for me in most of them, which is great. Then what are the sections of the sidebar? What are the headlines for the dashboards? So you see, it's giving me all of these different things that I can choose from, which means it wants to make sure that it's doing what I want, especially when my prompt wasn't that detailed. Now, with all of that, it created this. So it's not bad, yeah? And it kept with the same vibe. So in the prompt, I did ask style it to match the Vibe Check Cafe brand. And if we go back, did it do it? Ish, I guess. You can see here Vibe Check Cafe looks like this, and then here it looks like that. Not exactly, but it wasn't in the same project, so it didn't really have that context. But it did use earthy tones the same way, so it has the personalization. It named me Raina. Nice name. And then it told me some things here. The room is reading cozy this morning. Lavender haze is sold out. Oh no. And then I've got like all of these different revenue things, and you can see everything is, because we chose prototype, everything is pretty interactive. So you see 30 days, 90 days. Then I've got some recent orders, and I can change them to say it's already been picked up or it's brewing, it's ready. I've got some alerts here. I've got a new drink. I can go into the different places over here in this side panel as well. It's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Now, what if I wanted to make some changes to this design? So I have a few different options. Here at the top, there is this tweaks things that might, when you open Claude Design for the first time, it might come up automatically. Is either this, where you can describe what the tweak is just in free text, or if you click on ideas, it does come up with a little square at the bottom right where it gives you suggestions of what you can do. Like there's these circles for different colors, and then you can just click on them and it changes the whole color for the page. Sadly, while making this tutorial, I ran out of credits. So I cannot show you that, which is a big thing about AI at the minute. We'll talk about that more later. A second way that you can make some edits is using this edit panel, which is actually really great. So it's sort of like the point to edit tool in Figma Make. You can see that now my pointer is kind of, whenever I hover, creates this green bounding box. Let's say I don't want this to say Earl Grey fog anymore. If I click on it, I can just change the text inside of it. Or on the right, I get like a design panel that we're used to seeing in Figma. So let's say I want the color to be red. I can change that, and it's queued for Claude to apply when I exit, which is important. So until I exit edit mode, it's not actually going to make these changes. I can change the padding. So let's say here in this button, I want the gap between the icon and the word edit to actually be 20 pixels. So done that. Then when I exit, so I click on edit, then on the left, you'll see it will apply those edits. Again, I'm out of credits, so I can't actually do it, but I promise it will happen on yours if you have the credits or tokens. A third way that we can do it is using this comments tool, which is slightly buggy, but it's pretty cool. So I can leave comments for myself essentially. Let's say here I want bigger gap, and then I can send it to Claude automatically, which means it will look at that where I put the comment and then change it, or I can add it into like a comment queue, which you can see here at the top. So say bigger gap, then let's say I want make this purple, comment, add a decimal point. Then what I can do is in this comment panel, I can tick these and say send them to Claude, and then it will send them to Claude as sort of a prompt asking it to make those changes in those specific places within the design, which is pretty cool. It's like an additional prompt asking it to do something. So as we saw live, while using Claude Design, I am burning up a ton of credits. So we need a more sustainable way to be able to tweak our designs or use all of this. And one of them is the fourth way that we can edit, which is we can send all of our designs into Figma. Now, if I go to share here at the top right, there isn't a direct way to send it to Figma as of today. You can see I can download it, I can export it as a PDF, I can send it to Canva, or I can hand it off to Claude Code, and then Claude Code can hand it off to Figma. Haha! We broke the system. Now, if I click on hand off to Claude Code, I will get this thing to copy. Now, if I copy this command, I'll paste this into my terminal that already has Claude Code open and connected. If you don't know how to connect your Claude Code to Figma, watch this video, it explains how to do that. So I'll just paste it into here, and then you see that the last line says implement vibe check cafe owner portal.html. I don't want it to implement HTML. I just want it to send it to Figma. So I'm just going to delete that. And instead of that, I'm going to paste in a link to a Figma file. And it's an empty Figma file, and then it's just going to build this design that I made in Claude Design in Figma. Now, the design I sent to Claude Code is a slightly different design than the one you saw before. It's this one here that didn't have that sort of earthy vibe, but it's all the same. So through Claude Code, it created it in Figma for us, and you can see that it matches exactly what we have in Claude Design, which means if I want to do any edits on it now, I don't have to do it within this Claude Design system that takes up a ton of credits. I can just make my edits on Figma as normal. You can see in the layers panel on the left that I've got everything I need. It's all like neatly set up into auto layouts, and it's nice and tidy. It's not great, so let's say it's not responsive, for example, but I can go in and set that up, and I can make any changes that I want. So if we're looking for it as a tool for iteration, you go into Claude Design and ask it to design something and then pull it into Figma and then work from there. It's actually not bad for that. Let's look at two other use cases that are a bit more rogue that Claude Design can be used for, and they're actually a bit better than the basic design ones. So use case number 3 is create a video. Now in Claude Design, you've got prototype, slide deck, from template, and other. I'm gonna go into other, and I'll just call this video. I'll click on create. Now what I did in here is I said, can you create a video for me explaining about Claude skills and how they are useful for designing connected to Figma? I found this information here. So I gave it a link to the Claude Code documentation website where it explains about skills. And I said, can you please do something with this? Because I can't understand it, essentially. It asked me a few questions about it. So these were my answers. I want it to be for designers that are new to Figma, 30-second, playful and energetic. It gave me a few aesthetics to choose from, and it came up with this. Now it gave me a voiceover as well, so I'm going to do that for you. Designers, meet your new sidekick. Tired of repasting your design system every chat? A skill is one little file Claude loads only when it's useful. Markdown front matter tells Claude when to use it and what it can do. Point it at your design canvas, tokens, component spacing, all matched. Out comes production ready code in your style. Write one skill, ship 10 faster. Designers, meet your new sidekick. I'm not good at this voiceover stuff, but pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, it's a nice video and it did that. It didn't take very long. It took up a lot of credits, but this is so cool, right? And a use case that I've not seen talked about much online. Now we have the same things up here at the top. So for example, I don't know if you noticed in here, there is actually text, but you can't see it because it's black. So you can go into edit. Important to pause the video before you do this. Go into edit and then I say I click on this one and I'll change it to just be white. So you see it's all there. And then once I do that, you can see it applies it to the queue. So if I click out of edit, it will make those changes. So yeah, it is pretty good. It can create videos. How cool. Now, important to note that these videos are just HTML. So you can see in the share, I cannot download this as a MP4 or anything like that. But what I can do is I can present it in full screen and then take a screen recording of it. So it's a bit of a hack, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. One last use case that we can use this for is to create a presentation or a slide deck. In here, you can see slide deck is one of the options that kind of comes out of the box. And I gave it basically the same prompt that I did for the video. I asked it to explain what Claude skills are and I gave it that link. It asked me a few clarifying questions and then away we go. I asked it also to give me speaker's notes. So you can see here it did 12 different slides, skills and Figma, sitting in a tree. Very cute. I think I asked it to be playful. It's a 10 minutes, 12 slides. And then you can see that the slides are looking great. They do look very much like AI, but that's fine, right? And this is AI explaining about AI. It's very meta. So it's not bad, right? And if you do need something just quick, this is a really good use case for Claude Design. And because we know that we can share this as a PDF and as a PPTX, which is just a PowerPoint file, I think this one is actually one that I think I might be able to get a lot of use out of. This one in the video, I'm actually more excited about than the actual design stuff. So let's get into it now. Is this actually worth our time? And is this coming for designers? I see so many people online talking as if this is like the best thing that ever happened. Yes, it is good, but it's not great and it's not coming for our jobs. And also, why is everyone saying that all of these tools are gonna come for designers and people are gonna not use designers anymore? If anything, all of these write in code. So developers, why isn't anyone talking about you? Why isn't your job on the line? Anyway, try it, learn to use it, see if it's good for you and if there's any use cases that you feel like it could speed up your process or help you in your process. But again, these things are mega expensive to use and it's not like they're producing something that is shippable and ready for a user to be able to use. You still have to tweak it and you still have to change it and make edits and make sure that it's ready to go in to be delivered. So you still need us, the humans, to run this for you and make all the changes. I'm not worried. And I don't think you should be either. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what other kind of videos you want to see. If you've used Claude Design and have more interesting use cases to share, I really want to know. See you at the next one.